Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. In the last episode, the students saw the outside world, or what they believed to be the outside world. I still trust nothing. That has been my mantra throughout this entire game. I trust nothing, but they believe it to be the outside world, so let's go with that. They saw the outside world, it looked like an absolute mess, and Kokichi was about to explain everything. Now, it has been a while since I last recorded this. I really enjoyed my week off. Apparently I left the game off on quite an evil cliffhanger, so I've spent this week like, oh, what did I leave off on? What is coming? That is very intriguing to me. Now, before I get into the episode proper, I just have one thing to say. Tomorrow is my birthday, and as is tradition, either on the day of or the day before my birthday, I get to be a wee bit cheeky. Normally I leave the, please like and subscribe stuff. I leave that to the end of the episode. However, if you would like to give me an early birthday present, then please do consider leaving a like or subscribing to the channel. It would be very much appreciated. Now then, Kokichi, you little shit, what are you about to reveal? Everything began when that despair came falling from the sky.
There was no way to avoid the numerous amount of meteorites raining down on Earth. The leaders of every nation realized that we could not escape the end of the world. Please, wait!
Hold on. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Jeez, you better not interrupt me again, or I'm not gonna tell you anything. Got that? But, Kibo, we should listen to what he has to say. Continuing on where we left off.
The leaders of every nation wanted to prevent the extinction of the human race. So they decided to implement a plan. The Gofer Project.
I've been saying. The repetition of that line, I haven't been to space yet, I haven't been to space yet, I haven't been to space yet. I'm like, that's suspicious. That's suspicious. Why? Were my theories correct? A
plan to place talented humans in a spaceship in order to help them escape the world's end.
They've gone to the one place that capitalism still hasn't touched. Spice! Oh, now I'm thinking of Tim Curry. Okay, though. Oh, shit, but this is Kokichi, and I don't trust anything he says. He said he was being honest. But do I trust him to be honest when he says he's gonna be honest? I wanna, fist punch the air. Oh yeah, my theory was right. But I just don't trust Kokichi. I don't trust anything he said. Again, the repetition. I've never been to space. I've never been to space. With these writers, if they repeat something again and again and again, it's generally important. Those are where the big clues lie. In those seemingly innocuous quotes that get repeated again and again and again. Like Samugi's plainness. She's constantly going on about oh, I'm so plain, don't look at me, I'm so plain. And I'm like, I don't trust this. You're trying to get me to not look at you, so I'm gonna look at you even harder. Kaito's going on about space. I think we're in space. If it were anyone other than Kokichi delivering this speech, I trust it implicitly, but because it's him, I don't.
so that they may find another planet where they can preserve humankind. The Gofer Project wasn't implemented to save the human race, but rather to salvage the human race. 16 young and talented high schoolers were chosen for the Gofer Project. These Adams and Eves of the New World were known as the ultimate students.
And then there's the other thing, this all ties in so heavily with the flashback lights. I don't believe the story the flashback lights are telling us. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about any of this.
But the 16 students refused to partake in this plan. Well, it's obvious why they wouldn't. Surviving alone? Family and friends left behind to die? That's just hell right there. So then, the 16 students decided to flee from the project. They erased their memories to forget their ultimate talents, to become normal students.
But it was around that time a certain cult organization rose in power.
Those who believed in the end of days were convinced humans deserved the meteorite's wrath. When they discovered the Gofer Project, they plotted to sabotage the plan. That's when the ultimate hunt began. The ultimate hunt affected all society. Those influenced by it searched for the 16 students. As a countermeasure, the organization responsible for the Gofer Project spread misinformation claiming that all 16 students had died. That was our memory of the funeral. With this, they were able to quell the ultimate hunt, shelter the 16 students, and carry out the Gofer Project. The Ark's launch succeeded, despite the meteorites and the destruction of Earth. The 16 ultimate students were sent off into space as humanity's last survivors. How exciting!
Oh God. I don't know how I feel about any of this. I don't know how I feel at all. We got some explanation for the beginning of the game. Oh, they erased their memories to become normal high school students. But again, it doesn't explain why everyone's... Well, I say everyone. Why specifically Kaede was behaving so differently. If she had erased her memories, that doesn't erase her personality. If anything, her personality would be much more vivid. Because she doesn't have any of the things being like, oh, I should tone down specific aspects of my personality. If anything, she should have been like hyperly toxically positive. Shuichi was crying and being low like, oh my god, what's happening? And Kaede would have been like, don't worry, nothing bad will happen. We're going to get out of this. Like, she should have been like that. She should have been bouncing off the walls. Not being like, oh, you're such a little bitch. Why are you crying? We've just been kidnapped. Oh, like... Erasing someone's memories doesn't erase core aspects of their personality. It makes those core aspects more vivid because there's nothing holding them back. The Kaede we met at the beginning was not the Kaede we met after the first flashback light. It provides a little explanation, but I'm like, that explanation rings hollow. Her personality would have been more vivid. again, I'm sorry for the really long pause here. We've had a massive lore drop, and I'm just trying to process. I'm just trying my hardest to process this. Everything he revealed relates to the Gofer Project. The Gofer Project is a creation of the flashback lights, which were created by Monokuma. As such, I am inclined to... I'm inclined to disbelieve this. I am inclined to disbelieve this backstory. The thing about them erasing their memories rings hollow because Kaede's personality was so vastly different. I don't... The reason why I thought they were gonna... It was gonna turn out that they were in space was, again, it was because Kaito kept repeating that line, I've never been to space, I've never been to space. But the fact that that is now also being... It's now being joined together with the Gofer Project. I'm like, okay, so are they actually in space? This could all be... It could all be one massive ploy by Monokuma, by whoever is controlling him, who has organized this killing game. You know, we're gonna give Kaito this motivation to get to space, and then we're gonna reveal, oh, you were actually in space, but then they never were in space. It could be a double bluff, or triple bluff. I don't even know what that is anymore. Oh, God. I don't know. I trust so little. And because of that, I'm in a state where I'm just like, I'm confused about everything. I have no clue. No clue what is real and what is fake. I don't think that these are their personalities. As I said, getting rid of your memories, it makes your core personality traits more vivid. Kaede was a massive fucking bitch. And then she got the flashback light, and then suddenly she's like, I'm really positive and lovely, la 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 la. I'm like, it doesn't match up. It doesn't match up. And all of their backstories are so... I keep saying it, they're like characters in a shitty B-movie. They all have these wildly bombastic backgrounds. I think it's all bullshit. Ultimately, that's what I believe. I believe that all of it is bullshit. Everything that relates to the flashback lights, I don't believe it to be true. I don't believe any of it to be true. And now that they've joined in space with the Gofer Project, I'm like, maybe we're not in space. Maybe that's a red herring. And that arc is the true identity of this academy.
Huh?
What?
The ultimate academy for gifted juveniles is actually a gigantic spaceship colony.
But how?
This whole academy is one giant spaceship colony. What are you saying?
What?
You really think I'll believe that?
Whoa, hold on now. This story isn't done yet.
By the way,
Don't you think it's strange? Why do you think the killing game happened on the Ark? Humanity's last hope?
which means...
Actually, the organization behind the Gofer Project made one terrible oversight.
Well, that's...
A horrible person hiding among the 16 chosen to be the last survivors of the human race.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
How exciting!
It was the leader of the cult organization trying to crush the Gofer Project. And they hid among the last survivors of the human race and prepared a robot on this ship.
Yeah.
Yep, that robot is Monokuma.
See?
Originally, the 16 chosen students were placed into a state of cold sleep. And were only supposed to wake up once the ship found a suitable planet. But Monokuma manipulated the Ark and brought it back to the ruined Earth. Although the 16 were supposed to wake up on a different planet, they rose from their sleep.
You know?
And they are now here.
Hold up.
If we return to Earth, that means...
What you guys just saw, that's Earth now.
And it is an absolute shithole. Look at it. Damn.
What did you say?
I said it was an absolute shithole.
That's Earth after a few hundred years, while we were in cold sleep. An Earth destroyed by meteorites, without oxygen or living creatures. An Earth without any cities, or any people you knew. That is the truth of the outside world. Which means...
There is no place for you bastards to go home to. That's why it's pointless to go outside. The outside world doesn't exist anymore!
What?
It doesn't exist?
Yeah.
The Earth and humans have died out ages ago, except for the last 16 survivors of humanity.
Ah.
Well, last 7 survivors of humanity.
It's a lie!
That's a lie! It's definitely a lie! Here's the thing, everything he said has worked in all of the clues we've previously seen. This could be one big grift. That's the issue. It's Kokichi. It's Kokichi. I am inclined to distrust everything he says. However, all of the clues we've seen so far, it does all fit. But again, all of these clues are based off of the flashback lights, which were created by Monokuma. And again, I am gonna keep using this analogy, the cupcake analogy. Monokuma says, oh, these flashback lights are yours. These are your memories. That doesn't mean they were originally ours. I make a cupcake. I buy all of the ingredients, I put them all in the bowl, I mix them together, I bake them in my oven. However, this cupcake, I have designated for you. It is your cupcake. That doesn't mean you have had any participation in the making of the cupcake. You have no prior relationship with the cupcake. It is still your cupcake because I have designated it for you. I made it specifically for you. It is your cupcake. Monokuma has said these are your memories. He hasn't said whether they were ours originally or whether these are memories he has designated for us. The fact, again, Monokuma lies by omission. He lies by omission. Very rarely does he outright lie to people's faces. And the fact that we haven't had any confirmation as to whether he made the memories or whether they were ours originally, that has just been glossed over. I'm like, sticking point, I don't know how to word this. The clues we've gotten so far and the story that Kokichi has just told, I think they make sense together. They work very well together, but again, all of this relies on the flashback lights, and I don't trust them. I don't trust the flashback lights. I think Kokichi is telling the truth, or what he believes to be the truth, but I don't think it actually is true. It relies too heavily on Monokuma. It relies too heavily on evidence that Monokuma has provided, and he hasn't stated where he got this evidence from. I've used this example before. In the first game, he was always very much so like, yeah, these are pictures. I have not tampered with them. I have not tampered with any of this. I am presenting you this evidence, but I have not tampered with it. At no point has he said, I have not tampered with the flashback lights. I have not tampered with your memories. He was just like, these are your memories. And again, cupcake. The cupcake analogy. What Kokichi is saying makes sense, and I think he genuinely believes it, but I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true because of the flashback lights. That's a lie. It's definitely a lie.
Man.
I already told you I wouldn't lie anymore. I'm tired of lying, you know.
So that means...
Anyway, I gotta confess. You know that cult I mentioned earlier? The leader is me.
Huh? Anyway.
Which means the mastermind who snuck Monokuma onto the Ark is... This guy has some of the creepiest sprites. This guy has some of the... Like, this... I swear down, they weren't this creepy in 1 or 2. They held off. They lulled me into a false sense of security. And then with the third game, they were like, we're going to start getting creepy now. And now I have this on top of it. Everything else from before I can... Again, I can't say I believe it, but it makes sense. It makes sense with the clues we have been given. Kokichi being the mastermind. He doesn't fit with the theme. As I've said before, they've kind of had a theme with the mastermind-esque characters, you know, Junko and Chiaki. And I know that technically Chiaki wasn't the mastermind, but she was the one who, quote unquote, betrayed the group. She was the one who had outsider knowledge and was using that to her advantage. She was using it to help people, but she fulfilled the same role that Junko fulfilled in the first game. That's why I call Chiaki the mastermind, even though I know technically speaking she wasn't. They've always gone for kind of cutesy women. That's why I suspect Tsumugi so much, and the fact that she keeps being like, oh, I'm so plain, don't look at me. But the thing that first drew her to my attention was the fact that she matched up with a lot of the features that both Chiaki and Junko had. You know, cute girl, she's pretty helpful. She has a head accessory, you know. Junko had her hair clips, as did Chiaki. Tsumugi has some glasses, which I would call a head accessory. Kokichi's so obvious. Kokichi is such an obvious... And this is chapter 5. This is chapter 5. This isn't chapter 6. If this were chapter 6, then I'd be like, oh, shit! But it's chapter 5. Why are we getting this reveal in chapter 5? You're too obvious, sir. You are too obvious to have masterminded all of this. You're creepy as shit, but I don't think you did this. I think you're bullshitting. Me!
But how?
Kokichi, you're the mastermind.
Well, you know.
I didn't want to just crush the Gofer Project. I wanted to ruin it in the worst way possible. So I came up with a plan.
Let's have more fun.
What could possibly be worse than the last 16 survivors of humanity killing each other?
What?
What? You...
It's a lie!
It's a lie! It's all gotta be a lie! I'm inclined to agree with Himiko here. Like, the other stuff matches up with the clues we've seen. What's the clue we have for Kokichi being the mastermind? We have the rock. However, as I said before, to me, it looks like two different people were writing on that rock. The H's. The original H was clearly one line. I'm acting this out with my hand. You all can't see me, but it was, you know, you go down, you go up at an angle and come round. The second H, the H that was written later, you would go straight down, bring up your pen, put it halfway up the line, and then do a smooth curve. Those are two very different ways of writing H's. I think that was two different people. I think two different people were writing on that rock. So that's literally it. That is literally the only evidence we have that says Kokichi is the mastermind. A rock that I don't think is real. I think someone else was writing on it originally and Kokichi was like, hee hee hee. And him saying, yeah, I did it. And again, Kokichi is a known liar. He's saying, oh, I'm being honest, I'm being honest. Again, why should I trust you? Why should I trust you that you're saying you're being honest? You've done that before. You've done that before and then lied. The other stuff, I can believe that Kokichi thinks it's true. He's too obvious a suspect, and this is chapter 5. They would not put the mastermind reveal in chapter 5. You'd want to hold that off. That's one of the big mysteries. You'd have a big reveal. That from a storytelling perspective, this doesn't make any sense, if it's true. I'm with Himiko, I think this is a lie. The other stuff, I can believe that he thinks it's true, but I don't believe it. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. It's a lie! It's all gotta be a lie!
Ah.
Oh, you want me to lie now? But you guys always told me not to do that. I'll show you the irrefutable evidence that I am the mastermind. Well, if you've got evidence, then yeah, I'll examine it. But you just saying it, yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you for a second. Kokichi took what looked like a remote control out of his pocket and fiddled with it. And a minute later...
Exosols?
What's going on? I thought only the Monocubs could control the Exosols.
Well, I'm different. Since I'm the mastermind, I control everything in this school.
But we have no evidence that you've had this since the beginning. You've got it now. Here's the thing. He had the fucking... The key. It was a pass key that showed him the secret of the outside world. Who's to say that that remote control wasn't in the same room? If the pass key allowed him to get to here, then who's to say that remote control wasn't in here already? And he grabbed it. This is not irrefutable evidence. I can come up with a couple of scenarios for why he could have that controller. As I said, you know, he got it when he found the secret of the outside world. Maybe it was in the Exisal bunker. Maybe he was able to get in there and he snagged a remote. Maybe Monokuma gave it to him because they seem to like each other. This is not irrefutable evidence. This is not irrefutable evidence.
As long as I have the master remote control, all Exisals move on my command.
Then...
So, you really are the mastermind?
Don't tell me.
You were always suspicious from the start, but for you to be the mastermind...
Oh, man.
You look like you don't believe me, Shuichi. I'm so disappointed in you. I even gave you such a huge hint, but you still didn't get it.
How boring.
I was waiting with so much anticipation to see when you guys would figure it out. Again, I'm gonna point out the H's. The first H in horse going along a diagonal in this. And then look at the H in Kokichi. Those are two very different ways of writing H. And you can't even say, like I was talking about this before, the O in world and the O in Oma. I was like, well, they're really different, but then one is a capital. You can't even say like, oh, well, one is a capital and one isn't, and that's why they're written so differently. No, you would write those H's in the exact same manner. Yet the H in Kokichi, the H that was added later, is really fucking different. The top H is someone who wrote it continuously. The bottom H is someone who lifted their pen for the curve. Straight down, lift up your pen, and then curve. I don't trust this. His irrefutable proof is refutable. He could have gotten that controller in a few different ways. And especially as he had the, I was thinking, how could he have gotten into the Exisal hangar? He had the electro hammers. He could have disabled the thing, gone in, gotten it, come out, and then reset the alarm. Because we don't know what he was doing for a few days. He just disappeared. This is... Look at the eyes. The eyes are all damn near identical. The S's aren't. Looking at this, Kokichi's handwriting is remarkably uniform. Remarkably uniform. He absolutely did not. He didn't write the horse. I think he wrote the other stuff, but he didn't write horse. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. His writing is so uniform. It is so... He's clearly very precise when he writes. He's not going to write the H's or the S's that differently. The S in horse is more slanted and wobbly. Kokichi, you are talking out your ass here, mate. You are talking out of your ass here, mate. I don't. I was waiting with so much anticipation to see when you guys would figure it out.
What is it?
Hint? You left that message for this?
Maybe.
But I guess that precious hint went to waste. All 'cause you bastards trusted each other.
Huh?
I told you! You guys should have doubted each other more. You guys could have realized I was the mastermind earlier, and there could have been less victims. Actually, Kaede had the right idea to try and kill the mastermind at the start. Too bad, though. If only she had killed me then, the killing game would have ended. I highly doubt that. You are not. Your irrefutable proof is absolutely refutable. Your hint has inconsistencies. Because if your writing is so uniform, then why was it so different the first go around? Why was it so different with horse, and then every other time you managed to get the letters like damn near identical to each other? This is bullshit. You are bullshitting me, sir. Too bad, though. If only she had killed me then, the killing game would have ended.
Huh?
What do you mean? This is the truth to the killing game. Well, this turned out not so boring, right? Not anyone could have organized a killing game with the last 16 survivors of humanity, you know.
Damn it.
Are you saying it's the truth? We were just being led around by you this whole time?
You mad?
Oh, you mad? So, what are you gonna do about it?
Shut up!
Shut up! Of course I'm mad!
Always messing around.
Don't think you've won just because you've got the Exisals on your side. 'Cause we've got the Electro Hammers.
What?
What's happening?
Wow.
Oh, typical Kaido. I guess things aren't going your way. Lucky for me, you ran out of juice.
What?
The Electro Hammer?
At that moment, his Electro Hammer powered down, and not just Kaito's. Every Electro Hammer powered down at once.
Well, you know.
I told you, didn't I? The problem is that it runs out of battery pretty quickly.
But
that lasted longer than I calculated, so I was actually starting to get a bit nervous.
You?
Did you calculate that too?
my bad.
Sorry, Kaido. Your tiny brain is just too different from mine.
Please don't.
Don't glare at me like that. Punching me won't solve anything either, you know. You can't resurrect the dead, and you can't turn Earth back to normal.
Right?
Right?
Always messing around.
Even if that is the case,
Don't screw around.
I can't get over it if I don't punch you.
Kaito!
Kaito, wait! I tried to stop Kaito before he ran off, but I couldn't grab him in time.
Ah!
Jeez, your stupidity can't be cured unless you feel a bit of pain first.
Stop it!
Stop! But Maki's scream was in vain. Before our very eyes, Kaito charged at the Exisal and was smacked down. He hung limply from the Exisal's hand like a ragdoll. Did they break his spine? Kokichi, I think you talking bullshit, but if you've just killed Kaito, I will support you in your bullshit.
Kaito!
He looks like he's dead!
Don't worry, he's not dead.
No! Fuck you, Kokichi. I will not support your bullshit. The offer is off the table. Why would you do this to me, game? Why would you tease me like this?
But now you know, right? There's no use defying me, the mastermind. These exosols were originally machines to protect us. They were built to shield us from any danger that might pop up on other planets. But now I think it's hilarious how much they've become a threat to you guys.
Give Kaido...
Huh?
Maki?
Give it back.
Give Kaido back. I mean, if you wanted to rip him apart, like, I'd be pretty happy with that. He could do that instead. But then again, I think if he did do that, then it'd result in a class trial, and that would disprove the whole, like, oh, you're the mastermind? Yeah, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it, because it would disprove his bullshit immediately. Her eyes screaming murder. Maki glared at Kokichi and moved towards him.
Maki!
No, Maki, even if you...
Do you want to die?
Let go. Do you want to die? Maki!
It's no use.
I won't let go. Even if you kill me, I can't let go. Please, Maki.
Shuichi!
Nice job, Mr. Ultimate Detective. That was a wise call, Shuichi.
But
your talent is useless now. The mystery of the killing game, the secret of the outside world, the mastermind's identity. They're all solved. We don't need a detective anymore. This is the true ending. Ending? Well, it can't be the ending. There are 6 chapters. This is chapter 5. This is chapter 5. This is not the ending. Ending?
What did you say?
If this is the ending, then what are we supposed to do now? If the world is destroyed and we're the last human beings left, what are we supposed to do from now on? How about doing anything you want?
well, you know.
I know I started this whole thing, but I'm bored now. So sorry about that, guys. That's why I wanted to reveal the truth. I wanted to see utter despair on your faces.
Yeah.
Yuppers! I'm totally satisfied now, so you guys are free to do whatever you want.
Wait.
Hold on. You were the one that started all of this. That's so irresponsible. You guys can commit suicide together or kill each other. Or you can change your mind and stay here. You're welcome to do that too.
Thanks to the school's barrier, there's plenty of oxygen. It is the Gofer Project's ark. It's supposed to be humanity's last hope. Oh, but did you guys know? The sky on the other side of the barrier isn't real. That's just one of the ark's functions. It's meant to help us forget we're on a spaceship. So that means...
So anyway, the killing game is over. Now you can do whatever you please.
Huh?
I don't know what to do.
You bastard.
What do you plan to do with Kaido?
Ah.
Oh, I just want him to chill out for a bit.
Hot-blooded idiots like him are trouble. They do whatever they want without thinking about the consequences. If it's just him, I can deal. But if he gets all of you involved, then that's totally a hassle. Also, the killing game might start up again if I let him run around. So that means...
Anyway, Shuichi, can I have the Exisal Hangar's alarm remote back?
Huh?
What?
See?
I was thinking that'd be the perfect place to keep Kaido in.
Stop it.
Don't give it to him, Shuichi.
Shuichi!
Hand it over, Shuichi.
You bastard.
Don't give it to him.
Well, you know.
You know what'll happen if you don't hand it over, right?
This school is mine! I am the king!
Okay, prove it then. Kill Kaito and let's not hear the ding dong bing bong. There's a class trial. Like, do it. Do it. Like, if you kill him and there is no class trial, that will prove that you are the mastermind. But otherwise, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
I, Kokichi Oma, am the mastermind and king of the ultimate academy for gifted juveniles!
I disagree.
Yes! This world is mine!
Sorry.
Sorry, Maki. I couldn't meet Maki's eyes. I gave Kokichi what he wanted. Thanks. Kokichi's evil yet innocent smile stayed on his face as he took the key. And then he simply left. He solved the entire mystery for us and left. I don't think it's true, though. I don't think it's true. The two things that he uses, like, oh, these prove I'm the mastermind, I have this control, and the stone. I'm like, both of those things have holes. You could have gotten the controller at any point, and two different people were clearly writing on that stone. Neither of those are proof that you're the mastermind. And again, from a meta perspective, this is chapter 5. This is chapter 5. It would make far more storytelling sense for them to reveal the mastermind in chapter 6. The fact that he didn't kill Kaito, because again, at this point he's saying like, oh, the killing game is over, the killing game is over, do whatever you like, I don't give a shit. In which case, why not just kill Kaito? Why not just kill Kaito? If you're the mastermind and you're saying that you're done with the killing game, why not just kill him? It's because there would immediately be a school announcement and, oh, there's been another murder. You all saw it, so just come straight to the class trial. Just come straight to the trial grounds. Like, you all were there, you witnessed it. There's no point in investigating. I think this is interesting, but I think it's bullshit. I think Kokichi is bullshitting us. And, yeah, we'll see the students' reaction to all of this in the next episode. So until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.